Looks like it's working. I see myself on Facebook Live. All right. Um, Let me put this over here so I can follow along. All right, guys. Well, let's get our party started. Yay. Awesome. Welcome to another uh, Friday Fun Day mini mastermind. And I've decided to name this a lead gen so that way like we can focus our topic on the bulk of it anyways on lead gen and I am expecting a friend to come on today to talk about business credit as well. So we'll see when he comes on. But you guys say hi to everyone live on Facebook, live on YouTube.
Hey, everybody.
All right. Um, Very cool. Will, you're a new newbie here. Do you have your camera on? Will, you want to introduce yourself? All right. All right. So while we get waiting for Will to get ready, so guys, what's new in your world? Um, what are you currently doing in terms of lead generation right now? That's going to be our topic for today.
I'm just spying on Richard's post so I can steal his clients.
And I'm stealing Tim's clients.
All right, Tim, where are you getting yours from? Let's just go right to the source.
Right to the source, right? Yeah.
Well,
Yeah. So I actually do have a secret, but I can't share that secret on this call because a lot of them might be watching this.
I think I know what your secret is because I can reverse engineer it.
Yeah. Well, let's just say it this way, because because I am I've been in the space for so long. I know who are so one of my top type of clients are successful investors, right? There's a lot of things I can do with a successful investors. I can get them in a mastermind. I can get them into doing coaching business, and so my strategy is I go and find out where do successful investors hang out, and then like what Facebook groups most likely has the most amount of successful investors, and add them as a friend if I if I haven't already done so. So that's that's kind of my strategy. I'm also testing a new well, it's not a new strategy, but I'm testing a strategy on Facebook right now where I'm tagging I'm tagging my friends in my post. So I found out that and this this would only work if who you're tagging is like targeted. There's a high chance that that they will find your post valuable for them, right? Because if it's not valuable for them and you're just tagging them for the sake of tagging them, it can be seem as spammy. Okay, um, so I have a post right now about the $4 million in 4 years, selling only 12 days a year, which is a webinar, a Zoom mini mastermind that I'm doing with a friend of mine, and so I specifically tag investors that I know that are like successful investors among the top investors, and so I'm getting a roughly about a 10% response rate from tagging those people. So it's not that great, but I mean, 10% is not bad either.
10% what? They show up on your post
No,
or
no,
they
no.
respond?
Yeah, 10% will comment on, like, say I'm in, right? So they have to comment I'm in to get the Zoom link. And 10% of the people I tag commented, and that's just from like the first day that I tagged them. So I'm not counting because I'm not tracking beyond the first day. So there might be more people that will come on, and as they get on Facebook and see that they were tagged, they might respond. But just for the sake of like how I'm tracking it, I'm just tracking it for the day that I tagged them.
Are you
So yeah.
are you creating Facebook groups? Like, are you putting those successful investors in a specific group so you can?
Right now,
5,000. When you have 5,000 friends, what do you?
yeah.
Can't just go down your list, right?
Right. Right now, I have them on a spreadsheet. I don't have them in a list on Facebook because when you're tagging, you can't tag like a category in Facebook, right? So I have them on a spreadsheet so I can see their name and then I tag them that way.
I see.
Yeah.
Did you see me tag you today?
Yes, on your auction. How's that going, by the way? That's an interesting concept.
So you just stole my idea. You just said I'm gonna tag everybody. No, you just stole it from me. No, I'm just kidding. My auction. Today's the last day. I'm auctioning off a month of coaching, and it's for me. It's really someone's going to get a great deal because it's just I want to go ahead and over the next month set up. I'm bringing the band back together. So, I'm actually, I don't know when it's going to all put together, but I'm restarting my coaching program. Right now, I'm just doing consulting and I'm getting all my stuff online again. So the auction is going good. It ends today at 5 p.m. Eastern time. And they're bidding on, what they'll pay each week for 4 weeks to have me give them unlimited coaching for a month. And the highest bidder can continue on with that same price for up to the rest of the year.
That's pretty cool. And what are you at now? I haven't been 125. I saw that. I was like, why you do increment of only $5? This increment should be like at $100 or something.
Because I want to make it easy I wanted to.
Right. And I saw a rule that like they have the price that they're bidding is actually not the price, right? That price times 4 or something like that.
Yeah, the price is for a week, and you're getting 4 weeks. So 120.
Oh, I see. Okay, I understand.
So you're saying that was confusing. The instructions were confusing.
Yeah, it was. I was like, wait. So the price I'm bidding is not the price that I'll be paying? Like, why is it, times 4 or whatever it was? Yeah. Okay.
Good feedback.
Yeah. That's awesome.
Yeah. But what I did is I put a post out today. I shared the post and I said, today's the last day. It ends today at 5 p.m. And then I said, and I want to give special thanks to my friends and mentors. And then I go ahead and I tagged you and other people in the post. So
right.
I don't know how effective that was.
Yeah, I'm not your friend. Thanks, Richard.
Yeah.
I was just racking my brain of all the cool people I've met over the past few months, as well as my people I've known over the years.
Gotcha. Yeah, I organize them in a spreadsheet so I know like I organize them in different ways. Like successful investors, people or people who have coaching programs. Also, like how many mutual funds I have with them. Yeah. So.
Yeah, I got that Facebook multi tool. It's great.
Yeah.
But you can't sort by. I guess you can't sort people by number of mutual friends?
You can.
Oh yes, you can, but you can't do that unless they're so. Like, I have all these old friend requests that I haven't responded to, and I only want to respond to the ones that have the most common friends. And I just keep going down the list. There's no end to this list, so it's like,
Right.
yeah.
Yeah, that took so much work. So I went. So what I did was first I removed all of the people who haven't been active with me. Which if I can do it again, I would have done the same, but I would only remove the ones that have less than 100 mutual friends. Because if they have 100 or more mutual friends with me, I would keep them even if they weren't active.
Oh yeah, I eliminated people with no comments, no posts, no mutual friends, no activity whatsoever. Right, zero,
Right.
0. And I was able to get rid of I thought it was going to be a couple hundred, but it's wound up being 1,000 or something.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So I did that first. I cleaned up like almost 2,000 people, and then after that, I was like trying to sort who I want to reply from the friend request. So and I got tired of that, so I just accepted everybody who have at least one mutual friend, because I figure that in 30 days I'm gonna clean up the non-responsive people anyway. So.
Well, let me tell you something I've learned on that. If they have just one mutual friend, it might be someone from overseas who's going to spam you. So
gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I figure that I'm gonna be using that tool to clean up people every 30 days, and so I didn't mind adding them as a friend, because if they're not the right fit, they're gonna be deleted soon enough anyways, instead of trying to do too much pre-screening on the friend adding aspect of it. Yeah. All right, Keon, what about you, buddy? What are you doing? Anything new? Anything cool for your lead gen?
I'm going to be doing some recording today with my new ad script. I've got a VSL script, doing some market research tests on my info product. So I'm going to be teaching people how to do SEO.
Nice. I like that.
Yep.
Dude, you won't believe this. Guess what domain, and for you too, Richard, guess what domain name I bought? I thought it's great.
My deals.
Oh, no, actually, I sent it to you, so you do know. LeadGenSecrets.com. I thought it was a great, because I just thought it was phenomenal domain name. I figure worst case scenario, I can just sell it to ClickFunnels for $1 million. Lead Gen Secrets.
We'll eventually get to it. Yep.
Yeah. But cool. Hey, Mark, can you hear me? Can you hear us?
Turn off your Turn on your microphone, Mark.
All right, let's see here. Facebook. Anyone making comments on Facebook?
Did you ask any questions?
Facebook friends, talk to me. Talk to us. All right, let me see here. I got 4 people watching.
Ask if there's any coaches in the audience.
All right. Okay. Well, for those of you watching live on Facebook right now, what business are you in?
Turn on your microphone, Mark.
Okay.
Who's that?
That was me on like a fast at on my Facebook, and I have like the speed thing, because I listen to things at like at least 1.5 to 2 times, so it's all right. I see. Okay, Gene, George, Mata. I can't see. You know how normally like on Facebook Live you can see all of these things like. There you go. Hey, George. I can see comments, but it's not the same as it works if I was to load up the Facebook Live. Let me see. what it would look like if I load it up on my.
Another thing I'm doing for lead generation is, again, I'm kind of lining things up to launch, but I'm creating strategic alliances with people that I highly respect, you know, looking to, you know, potentially do some joint ventures. So, you know, obviously your best lead list is your own in-house list. And of course, how do you build that? The next best list is someone else's customer list. And by doing a joint venture, for example, I was on a 2-day virtual mastermind, which you were on, Tim. I invited you to
Right.
last month, and they had 360 people sign up, or 380 or something like that. Half of them showed up, okay, and attended, and they had their partners, their experts, their associates promote it like I did. And then all the people that didn't show up, now they've built their list with those, you know. So by doing a joint venture promotion, that's another way to build your list, as well as, you know, sell to other people's audiences, obviously.
That's good. Yep. Yeah. Talking about JV Summit. I want to do something like that too. I bought I sometimes I like to buy domain names just for fun, but I bought virtualjvsummit.com. So one of these days I'll do something with that. But,
It sounds like you have the same disease I have.
Oh, really?
It's buying all sorts of domains, dude. I've got hundreds.
I think I got virtualjointventure.com. So there.
Okay, virtual joint ventures. That's awesome. I'm trying to say hi to guys watching here. Thomas, you're on. Julio, George Mata. Let me see. All right. If you guys want to join us on this is for everyone on Facebook Live here. If you want to join us on Zoom, you know, feel free to click on that. Mark, did you ever figure out your audio yet, man? Can you hear us? Huh.
Obviously, one way to generate leads is content publishing.
Yeah.
So videos, audio, articles.
Which is what we're doing here. I'm trying to crack the code on this thing, like how to do it, how to have this call be where I can repurpose this call into podcasts and stuff like that. It's a little bit tricky because it's such an informal format, and then you try to chat with people on Facebook Live as well. Hey, Bill, come on to Zoom and join us, buddy.
Well, one thing you think about, Tim, is actually create an interactive agenda, and let people know. Let people know in advance how exciting it's going to be because of what you're going to do, and tell them what they're going to do when they get on. So they just don't have to jump on and see what's going on and then jump off or whatever. And they'll give them a bunch of reasons to join. So a lot of your posts and promotion and an invite about this particular series of this mini mastermind, there's really no structure to it.
Right. I see. Okay. That makes sense. I do need to do that. Yeah.
All you have to do is come up with the next 2 topics and promote them for the next 2 weeks. And whatever the topic is, decide how you're going to engage the audience.
Yeah. Yeah. I need to have like an actual plan. I'm just like winging this thing. It's like we're just gonna have some fun. We finally got organized enough to have one Zoom, like where you just register on the Zoom link one time for the rest of the year. So the first couple of these that we did, like you had to re-register on the Zoom. So now you don't have to re-register anymore.
Like for example, the topic today is lead gen, right? Lead generation. Okay. So what's that going to do for folks?
Get you more clients, right? Get you more customers, get you more clients, get you more deals, depending on who you are. Okay.
Right, right. And why is that important?
So you can make more money at the end of it. Serve more people, serve more customers, and make more money.
We actually, I guess we went through this exercise not too long ago, didn't we, Tim?
We did. I keep on forgetting that, right? Like lead with lead with the benefit first.
Yeah, the end result. What are they going to get? Nobody wants lead gen. They just want the money. So there's a bridge between the lead gen and the money. What's the bridge? It's this event. It's this hour today on Friday.
All right, so we're gonna rename this mastermind. It's gonna be the Make Money Friday Funday Make Money mastermind.
Or are you going to promote the benefit of the benefit? Make more money so you don't need more money.
Make more money.
Exactly. That's what I said. Why do you need to make more money? Why? More what? Why do you need to make more money? In fact, do you need to make more money?
Well, I mean, the normal answer, like, more freedom, the ability to, to do what you want to do. Freedom Friday Mini Mastermind.
Put together your coaching, your prosperous coaching business all together on your terms. Something like that.
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah. So people ask me, why do I want to help entrepreneurs get into business for themselves? Because I want people to live their preferred lifestyle, doing what they love and not being controlled by outside forces that are outside of their control.
Right.
So Richard, what do you do when they say, why don't you just give this information out for free?
I said, well, the problem is I do, but the more you pay for this information, the more likelihood you're going to use it. And if you don't use it, it's not going to be worth anything. So if I give it for free and you don't use it, you're going to get exactly what you paid for, So,
yep.
Yeah. And I know that for a fact. In fact, I was talking to some guy trying to sell me into some coaching program when he didn't even know what I was working on or needed. He was really a sales guy. He was really, and he said, I told him my projects, and I said, I would even do that for free. And he goes, but, and I said, but I'm not going to, because they won't value it. I'm going to charge as much as I possibly can, and they'll get the most out of it, which I've always done, actually, besides giving away for free, and then get into my funnel. And he goes, oh, yeah, you're right. And it's true. The more you charge, the more the more they have to lose by not implementing. See?
You know what I found?
If we get some strategies today, and this is a free, mastermind, there's going to be very few people that actually put it into practice, even though it's killer, because they have nothing really to lose.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I mean, I do agree with that. And I've also found that after a certain price point, it doesn't matter anymore. So for example, someone who pays, let's say someone who pays, $10,000 as an example, someone who pays $10,000 for coaching versus someone who pays, $100,000 for coaching is not necessarily different in terms of how they implement. So I think, and it's probably relatively, like so I do think that they do need to pay something, but I don't know at what price that is. That's like beyond that price, it really doesn't matter.
It doesn't even have to be money, Tim. It has to be some type of commitment, So for example, I want to give away some of my older programs. I'm getting them online. I want people to use them so I can get some feedback and do any updates. And I want to build, fix this bicycle while we ride it. The good thing is most of them I don't have to change anything. I start listening. I go, man, this is like I just created it yesterday, right? For this environment. And but I want to maybe give it away for free to some people, but they would have to fill out a lengthy questionnaire. They would have to commit to giving me feedback, right? Some things in exchange.
I'll take that deal.
Yeah. So you don't have to, charge money to get their commitment, but you should. There's got to be that exchange. And, I'd like to figure out some way where you can say, look, it's $100, but you do everything you say you're going to do, go through the program, and I give you $100 back.
Mm-hmm.
Have something to lose.
Right. Yeah. So.
Yeah. Go through the 9 course modules, fill out the quiz, and no matter what score you get, just show me that you went through the course, and I'll give you your money back. See, that's better than giving it away for free. But
yeah,
if you charge them $100 up front, then you'll have fewer people up front in the program. So it depends on your goals.
Right. Yeah.
This auction, I only want 1 or 2 people because I don't want to be committing a lot of my time helping people out for not enough money. I only need 2 or 3 people to do this with. So at the end of 30 days, now I have much better position to put together on a program that I know will work for a larger group.
So share with us your mindset behind this auction. How are you envisioning for it to work in terms of a lead gen type of strategy? And can you see, like anyone applying this? Let's say, I know we're talking a lot about the coaching consulting type business, but outside of that business, can that still work? Like how would it work for a real estate investor or a realtor?
Well, if you have some products or services that you sell, there's a couple things you can do. You can give it away as a door prize to someone who's speaking to your audience, or as a free bonus to someone who's selling to your audience. Okay. Or you can auction it out with no minimum bid and be happy with whatever it goes, because as long as it can attract some interest, because it's interactive, right? So that's what you want these days. You want interactive marketing, right? It gives me the opportunity to explain an example of what people could have if they paid me, right? So if I have 10 bidders, there's one person that wins, that gets a great deal, but there's 9 other people that are great leads, right? Now, I told you I was putting together an auction site.
Yeah.
Okay. So the next thing I want to try, and so this is an experiment with this auction today. The next thing I want to try is go ahead and take my best course, probably Strategic Marketing Secrets for Real Estate Investors. On marketing, I have other courses for different things, but this is like the ultimate for marketing, for buying, selling, private money, online, offline, all of that. It's all my best stuff. So, and I throw in that package in as a bonus with the coaching auction. That's a $1,500 program. So I'd be happy giving that program away for free, but like we said, people wouldn't value it. Okay. If I gave it to, qualified folks. So one thing I could do is tell you what, just tell me whatever you want to pay each month, and you can split up the payments for as long as you want. So instead of discounting it, sell it for $1,500, but let them decide how many payments. And if they say 24, great, 24. I would say, really, 24? I'd negotiate, but whatever they say, right? All right. So that's when, instead of discounting, just say, well, just split it up however you want. I used to do this on the road when I was meeting with business owners that wanted to sell their business. And so it's like, I was asking them to give me 10 or 15 grand on a first appointment. And they said, well, can I split that up? Of course, well, if I split it up, would that work for you? Oh, yeah, sure. Okay. Well, what would work for you? And I'd let them tell me. All right. So now the other thing you can do with what I want to do with the auction is take that $1,500 marketing package and and offer, maybe you guys can help me with this. I need a shopping cart. I was researching this the other night where I can have, I can do this on my auction site. I just haven't, I'm setting it up now, but go ahead and offer this $1,500 package for $100 for the first person, and then $120 for the second person, and then 100, and just increments. And so the first person who buys, and they keep, just sell a number of packages until people stop buying. And that's a launch formula. Okay. And again, it's to get a lot of people looking at my product description. Okay. Do you know any shopping carts that you could do that, where you could, where you have one item is available for $100, and then you have the same item available for $150, but if someone buys the 100, it's no longer available. Inventory control.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I think most shopping carts do have the quantity, but I guess if you use an e-com type of shopping cart, I mean, that should easily be done.
Okay.
If you're
anybody
using,
who's watching wants to throw that into the chat, go ahead and do that. But and if you think about it later, I just started searching it. I know that if on my auction site, I can just list, 10 items at 10 different prices. And obviously the first person's going to buy the cheapest one.
right.
So it creates a little frenzy, right?
Yeah. I'm trying to think, like, an info marketing type shopping cart like ClickFunnels and Fusionsoft. I'm not sure if they have a quantity feature. I don't remember off the top of my head, but yeah, an e-com type of shopping cart, they all have that. Like that's a pretty standard thing. So I would have to look into it more, but yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Think about that later. We can cover it later.
Yep. Awesome. Mark, whenever you whenever you can talk, go ahead and speak up. He's driving, so he said he'll be on here in a little bit. All right, awesome. I'm gonna check in with as you were talking, I was checking in with the Facebook live as well, try to chat with people here.
Well, ask them what kind of lead generation problems they got, or what kind of cool things are they doing.
Hey guys, can you guys hear that? What lead gen problems you have, or what cool thing you're doing with lead gen? Share with us. All right.
Obvious, I think people should start collecting mailing addresses and doing postcards.
Do you have a course on that, on how to do the right copy for postcards?
Does he? He's the king of that.
Mailfreecards.com, So no, I've had the done for you postcard mailing services in the past for real estate investors. I'm probably going to go ahead and ramp that up. I've actually people to do that. I've actually lined up everybody I need right now, and I might get some other assistance as I put that together. But I'm doing a done for you postcard service, not just for investors, but for anybody who wants to mail any type of postcard. Make it really easy. If you ever use USPS.com to mail postcards, you can do it. It's just not that easy. I want a one-click type of solution.
Right.
But most people, it's too much trouble to send letters or postcards, so they just send emails and social media posts and texts.
Right.
I'll share a cool strategy that I've been starting to use. Have you ever gotten a handwritten note, like a handwritten note?
Yes, yeah. I've gotten. Yes.
Right? So I'm setting up a service so you can easily do that and send it out on a postcard. But you know what you can do? Just take an old business card that has blank on the back. Hopefully it's not blank on the back, but just take a piece of paper, a Post-it note. All right, take a Post-it note and say, Tim, I really webinar today. I look forward to the next one. I hope you take care. Talk to you soon. Then I take that Post-it note. I pull up your website with your face on it. I put the Post-it note on my computer screen. I take a picture of it and I text it to you.
Interesting. Okay.
Now, if you're connecting with someone that's very important to you and you want to build that relationship, do you think that will make an impact?
For sure. Yep. That's good.
All right. And here's another thing is just a quick video record. Tim, just record it on your phone. Instead of like sending a text, send a video text. Tim, it was so great talking to you. I'll talk to you next week. I really appreciate it. Bye. And send them the video by text.
I like that. I like that. I've been doing a lot of messages on Messenger. I can easily do that on Messenger. It's yeah, I like that. That's good.
And Messenger. Yeah, Messenger, LinkedIn. Francis is here.
Yes, yay! Welcome, Francis.
You guys were having so much fun on Facebook. I decided to jump in.
Awesome. We're glad you're here. Yeah. So share with us what are you doing that's cool, that's new with lead gen?
Oh man, so lead gen, we're running a new offer right now that we've been testing for about a month, and it's doing phenomenal. And the biggest thing I've realized, so I've had a love-hate relationship with Facebook for the last several months, to where they've actually banned me from the platform multiple times. And we're
For your ads, right?
No, my ability to actually run on any, even if somebody logged into my account, their ability to run ads completely, like not even ad accounts, business manager,
Oh wow, okay.
profile, everything. Like I am public enemy #1 in the eyes of Facebook at the moment across multiple ads. And I've managed like $10 million of ad spend on the platform, right? They don't care. So what we realized earlier this year is you got to be as multi-channel as possible. And there's so many traffic opportunities across the board in just the most unique ways. Facebook I'm running, I'm just doing very creatively. And now I did get my ability to run. I actually got banned completely twice, got it back twice in the last 6 months. And I have several accounts that we manage in different ways, nurturing that relationship. And we're still spending a good amount, but finding different channels and even just testing a whole bunch of different things. So I'm looking at, how do you leverage Instagram better? How do you leverage Twitter better? I've actually been looking at, just buying data and I heard postcards. So I was like, all right, that's another area that I have a ton of experience in and I don't do anymore. Right. So I used to do a lot 10 years ago and now I need to. But we have a webinar that's cranking and now we're just trying to find as many ways as possible to get people on this call. And that's a great way to do it.
Gotcha. Yeah. I know several people have started to branch out to YouTube, buying traffic on YouTube.
Yep.
I know a number of guys that are not in our space, like in the supplement space where they can't even advertise on YouTube or Facebook, where it's all media buys, all like, solo drops and stuff like that. So yeah.
Why are they shut? Why did you? What are you doing, Francis, that they don't like?
You know what? They're just getting really strict and their policies are getting squirrely. So nothing that we're doing is against compliance. Everything that we're doing is above board, completely compliant. It's just one day that the both times that they kicked me off, they said, oh, it was an accident. But hey, so when they put me back on, hey, after reviewing your account, this is after 3 months. Hey, we disabled your account by accident. And you got to think, we're a sales and marketing organization that supports a whole sales floor. And if our only lead source is Facebook, and they say we can't operate for 3 months, that has a really big nightmare of a situation for us. They did it. It was actually Thanksgiving of last year. I got my ad account shut down, multiple of them. Then on Christmas morning, I log in, my business managers are shut down. New Year's Day, my entire ability to run ads are shut down.
Oh my gosh.
And then, so I was like, man, this is a great new year. 3 months later, I was able to get it back. And then right at the start of COVID, because we're a seminar company too, same thing happened. I was able to get it back in 2 weeks rather than then. But at that time, we were able to diversify, have a whole bunch of backup. So when you guys are talking about lead gen, it's like you got to have the backup channels. You can't depend on one. We depended on one channel for 3 years, and it worked great.
Yeah, and that's so good because so many people fall into that trap. You know, I had a lot of investors that would only mail my postcard because it got them all the leads they need. But yeah, but what if there's a blizzard? You know, what if something changes and you can't do it anymore? You need multiple streams of leads, you know, from different platforms, different sources, and it's you know, and it can give you more leads. It's more work, but it reduces the risk of being shut down for 3 months. I mean, that's crazy.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
You can scale. You can scale it fast with more leads.
Did you actually work your existing leads during the shutdown?
Oh yeah, we worked our existing leads stronger than any other time before, and we were able to keep our revenue high. So and that was something
Yeah, the benefit is you probably got a really good follow-up system now going forward because you had time to put it together.
Yeah,
absolutely.
So Francis, do you lose all of your buyer pixels as a result
when
of that?
Happens, it does. Yeah, it does.
Oh man, that sucked.
Yeah, but I mean, your buyer pixel is also your buyer list, so you can create a custom audience based on that. So it's not that big of a deal, and you know, at the volume we spend, you get that stuff back pretty quick. So I'm not too worried about that. It's just a matter of, you know, for me, it's keeping our leads in so we can keep our machine fed. You know.
All right, gotcha. Awesome. Mark,
hey, how you doing?
See you now.
Yeah, I just made it.
Awesome.
Tech.
Yeah, so share with us what are you doing cool regarding lead gen right now? What's working?
Well, I'm not as advanced as all you guys, but I know what I do and what I'm about to do will work for people that never been online. So that's going to be obviously my market. But I'm just doing the VSL letter, which I know works because the guy I'm learning from, he's making quite a bit of money from doing that.
And say that again. What kind of letter?
The virtual sales letter. I mean, the video sales letter.
Okay, video sales letter. Okay.
So, hey, Mark, go ahead and expand on that a little bit because you know, Kian said the same thing. What is the definition of a video sales letter?
Well, from what I'm being taught is this is one template that I guess a lot of high earners are using, and you know, you have the right wording and the marketing on it. And then you connect everything. Like once they come on there, once they put their information, and then I guess, you know, like I said, I'm horrible with tech. My son does it, but I kind of understand it a little bit. So then once they come on the advertisement and it is Facebook only, and then we're going to start doing on Google too. But right now we're going to do Facebook, and then once they come on board. They obviously they're going to give you their email, so you have that if they don't continue, and then they go to, I guess, the questions next. You're going to ask them, you know, to weed out the tire kickers. So then they're going to go to the questions, and then they'll be set up to go to a consulting call there, and then right there, I get the nice thing about it. I get to look at all these people and see which ones I want to actually have the call with. And then the other ones I'll do, the ones that don't come on the call, I'll do an offer with them through my email system. But once they come on and I do the call with them, I'm going to make them an offer right there. I'm doing exactly like the guy did it to me because he said it will work for me like a charm. All he did is he did exactly that. I already knew about this guy for years. I already knew he did leads. So when he called me, he put me on a Zoom. He showed me his membership site, which I have. Show me, you know, all the things that you're going to be learning. And then he basically did this to me. He says, hey, so what's going to stop you today from joining? And I said, well, obviously probably price. He goes, well, it's $5,900. You join right now, it's $19.95. And I already knew the value of this person, so I signed up with him. And I'm going to pretty much do the same thing. Now,
what are you selling? What are you selling, Mark?
I'm going to be selling business credit, and then my membership is going to be pretty much my life work. Whatever assets that I know work, or assets like I learned this one thing from this guy where he shows you how to set up your computer, where you're doing, if you're doing a Zoom or whatever you're doing, everything's under your screen. You just click on it's very organized. I don't even know there's a name to it, but I have never seen nobody do this. And like it says, my son's not here, so I can't show you. So maybe the next one I'll have everything ready. The next mastermind we do, I'll have that ready, or a few other things. So when it comes to showing tech, but I don't know how to build it, get to it. My son has all the files. So what I am doing is I'm going to put all these assets in my Facebook group. Everything that I know works, or like really cool things, right, that people definitely could use online. And then I'm going to filter people into the Facebook group, and then I'm constantly be making them an offer. And the ones that don't take the offer, sure, they're going to take all them assets because they're there, but then I'm going to kick them out.
Why would you kick them out? Why kick them out?
Because they're probably not going to buy within, I think, 30 days. They're not going to buy. You know, I'm going to make it so cheap where they're crazy not to buy for what I'm selling.
If they're sucking up people's time, or if they're disrupting the group, I understand that. But if they're just lurking and stealing your stuff, why kick them out? So you have to fill up someone's convincer strategy. You know what that is? Convincer strategy?
No.
It's something I learned in NLP, in neuro-linguistic programming. So some people are automatic. Some people it's a number of times. Some people it's a period of time before they're convinced that something is true. That's why in sales we're always told to ask for the order 5 or more times over a period of time, because it fills up most people's convincer strategy.
Right.
Okay.
Well, what I'm giving them, I don't know if they're, I wouldn't even say they're stealing it, because I'm giving them, I'm letting them. The thing I'm doing, Tim knows about it. Many years ago, we did a thing with Tim. Well, me and Dustin created a book off that. So I have that book right now, and I'm updating it a little bit. And it really, if you go through the book, it really explains everything about business credit and personal credit. So all I'm doing is updating. They can get that, but in what I'm doing in that book, every place where they go is going to have a website or to join again. So that'll constantly be with them. So even if I kick them out and they, because somewhere down the road, the people are going to come with me are people who I want to funnel into that Facebook group are business owners.
Right. And by the way,
if you're a business owner,
would you set up that Facebook group to get their email when they join, or get their online?
When they join the Facebook group, I have I'm gonna have 4 questions that I learned from this guy, and he says they're bulletproof questions, and then you're gonna have their information, and then they get into the Facebook group once they answer the first questions. And he also teaches you how to set it up, where you're totally in control of it. Because, I've been in a lot of groups where people they come in, they say stuff that don't even relate to what's the situation. You tell them exactly what they're going to do when they go into that group. And if they don't perform, then you can kick them out automatically once they get outside of what you're telling them in the beginning. So in other words, you're telling them to come in a group, and this is what it is. This is how it's going to be. And if you can't stick by these rules, we're going to kick you out in a day. So it's cool to set them up so they know exactly what to expect. But once a business owner gets in there, to me, any business owner, no matter what business you are, I do want to niche it. And, I know you guys are in real estate. I actually love real estate. I did it, and I know what the heck I was doing in 2006. So I lost any money I made in business credit. I lost it all in real estate. So, but I have kept up with real estate, and my son, he's 27, and he says he wants to get into it. So I have a lot of information from Lou Brown, all kinds of people, right?
Well, hey, Mark, I think I got a little testimonial from you back in like 2006 or something before you lost it all.
And probably because I was buying real estate as I was selling business credit. I didn't know how to handle the renters. Some of it was pre-construction. So, and I was still buying pre-construction when it was done already, but I didn't know that. But anyways, so I do want to get back in real estate. So that might become one of my, at least I want to do at least 2 niches, where right now I'm doing general. I'm getting a business, whether you're offline, online, I can help anybody. I just came from right now a meeting with a bunch of air conditioning and electrical guys. They're all becoming contractors and they all want money. So I was telling them what to do. And I charge them $100 for this little seminar. There's 15 guys right now. So I gave them an idea what I can do. And this is in person at somebody's, actually where I just met was my old karate school. My friend bought that and he's there now. He's an air conditioning guy. So he has a big room and I just did a meeting with them. And, you know, and these guys have no clue about online. So I know a lot of them will be my clients for online. They have no clue about online. They've been working for somebody for years in that field. And so I'm telling them, you know, how they're going to get money, how they're going to build their corporations and stuff. But anyways, when you come into the Facebook group, that's kind of what I'll be talking about. Because most people I know, when they come into business, they don't come into business and say, I'm going to be out in 3 years. They come in, they thinking it's going to be a lifetime endeavor. So I'm going to teach them how to build a corporation for life. How that it's going to be so valuable at the end of their life, they can sell it for $1 million. Because once you have a corporation built correctly, and I don't care what anybody tells you, you cannot, it's very difficult unless you're giving up equity in something or some kind of asset. You can't get money instantly, like in a week or 3 months. I mean, you could in 2001, but not no more. So what I explain to people is this is a journey you're going to do through your whole, but there's going to come a time, maybe your third year, once you're making money, you know, because obviously you're going to focus. Say at the end of the day, when you want to retire, because I even show them how to pick a name. And if you want to retire, you can sell this corporation if it has $500,000 of credit, because it's guaranteed by the corporation, not by the owner. So that corporation would be very valuable for your retirement. So that's kind of a concept I teach people for long term, any business owner.
Awesome. So I want to highlight on Facebook groups as a strategy here, because you know, like I've been lately, especially I've been engaging with Facebook groups, many different Facebook groups, a lot more, and I find them to be very useful. Where do you guys see as the future of marketing? Like, where does Facebook group holds? I guess I don't know if I'm asking the right question here, but yeah, where you see is the potential for you know, running your own Facebook group as a lead gen tool. And I've seen Facebook groups that try to get a lot of people in. They don't do much pre-screening, and I've seen Facebook groups that does a whole lot of pre-screenings, and so their groups are smaller, but the engagement is much higher. Yeah,
depends on the purpose of the group. If the group is for lead generation, that's one thing. But if it's for product support, right?
No, we're talking about lead gen right now. We're just talking about lead gen right now.
Okay, I think I think you should pre-screen people. I mean, because I think it's all about building relationships. The more qualified people you have in your group, the more you can build that relationship. So I would make them jump through a few hoops, or you know, set some requirements. If you're gonna administrate and support a group, a Facebook group, because you're gonna have to administer it, or someone else on your team is gonna have to do it, and you should do a great job. I would not create a Facebook group where people are coming and thinking they're getting some type of support and not totally support it. Now, if it's just lead generation, I would still treat it as a kind of an exclusive crowd of people, and just, you know, kind of like, you know, let them know up front, don't join this group unless you're serious about whatever. You know? Right.
Yeah. So Ricardo says here he has a small but high engagement, and it's paying off. So I mean, that's a good, you know, that's a good point.
Smaller and more engagement.
Yeah.
Yeah, Tim, I'll get back to my Facebook group. That's kind of what I think what I'm doing. So let's say I'm running people into my Facebook group, and Richard asked the question, why are you going to kick them out? Well, the reason why, I'm giving them so much value, and then I'm going to make a ridiculous offer, and that's only for now. and I'm going to make a ridiculous offer. If they don't take it, I don't need them there. But once I take them off there, then they're system for, I have like 3 or 4 different campaigns I can put them in, and they'll be there for at least a year.
Yeah, that's good.
And that's perfect. Yeah, and that's fine. Yeah, as long as you can remarket to them after you kick them out.
So that's kind of what I'm doing. And then, like I told Tim, I think on the mastermind last week, I tried this, and the only reason why I'm not doing it because all my assets ain't set up. At least for what I'm doing. Some guy, the guy who taught me, he says, once you're set up, and I really reached out, and just reaching out, I got 18 leads, just one reach out. What I did is I went to a group and I offered the guy to build his business credit for free if he gives me access to his group. And we did that, and I got 18 leads in one try. Nice. So I know if I did that all day, I don't want to do it now because, people come and they look at you and one thing ain't set up, then they might leave. Yeah. Right. So once I set everything up here in the next couple of weeks, I'm going to be doing that all day. That's going to, instead of me driving around and having meetings with guys that I'm doing right now, I'll be on Facebook and just running people in there and hopefully, and he says to look for people that have over 5,000 people, because that means that's a good group, good engagement. And then you get a lot of leads that way.
Right. That's a really good strategy for anyone who have a service-based business, right? Approaching the group owners, offer it to them for free in exchange for being able to promote yourself to the group. That's it's kind of like affiliate, joint venture, except instead of giving them commission off of your sales, you just give them the freebie and you don't have to give them a commission. Do you give them a commission at all?
Right now I'm not, but I'm thinking about it. And I guess it depends on their situation. I'm looking for business owner groups only. So I'm assuming if he's not set up, and I rarely find people that are set up completely for business credit, he'll take the offer. Like I said, this one guy took the offer right away. Oh, I did charge him $300 though, because when I do the business credit, I'm not doing it no more manually. I have a software and I get charged for that software. Every time I send somebody up, it's $300.
Right. Is that a per month or one time? Or
no, it's a one-time lifetime fee. Well, I pay a one-time fee and they would pay me, but they have that software for life.
Gotcha. Very cool.
I mean, you want to buy a commercial building, you can do anything in that software once you're set up. You can even get a hard money lender. Everything's in the software.
That's awesome. Yeah. Okay, cool. I think, I think there's a lot. I've only recently really start to study, Facebook and Facebook groups in terms of how to use it as a lead generation, how to use it to get business. And there's just so much potential. Mainly it's because people are much more engaged on Facebook platforms, and so because they're already hanging out socially, right? So it's
45 minutes a day. 45 minutes a day. Facebook, where they offer a free like a seminar all day. Have you guys ever been to that? I highly recommend that.
Which one?
So Facebook puts on, I guess twice a year. I went to one in San Diego last year. It's free. They feed you everything. I thought it was amazing. You meet every type of internet person. Then you'll see all the big time players that are getting leads. Mm-hmm. Everything they learn is from this free seminar.
Oh, wow.
So I went to, they teach you everything about Facebook. And there's all these people all over with these staff.
What is the event
I'll
called?
give it to you. I don't have it off the top of my head, but I can tell you this, that it's facebook.com. God, I can't, it's at the tip of my tongue, but facebook.com/ and then there's a thing after that. And facebook.com/blueprint.
Blueprint. Okay.
Once you go into that, anybody that knows Facebook learns everything from that, and it's right there for free. anything you want to learn about Facebook.
Okay.
And what's the other company they own? The other popular company they own. All that information.
Oh, Instagram.
Instagram, Facebook, and Instagram. Every trick, every marketing, everything is in there. And that blueprint. Check it out.
Okay.
And it's a phenomenal thing. Like I said, they had it in San Diego, down south here, and I know they had one in Texas, and then they had one up here in San Francisco, and hundreds of people go, and they're all marketing people. It was amazing. That's when I really started to look at Facebook, say this thing is amazing. They showed two ladies selling cupcakes from their house that became millionaires in 1 year.
Nice.
Using Facebook.
Okay, very cool. All right, so okay, so let me try to. I'm on it now. It says Facebook for Business course directory. Okay, yeah, I'll check it out later. But okay, so they have live events as well. That's good. Okay, I'll definitely look it up. That's awesome. Download the event visualization. Okay. Facebook at CES. Blah blah blah. Okay.
Yeah, I'm sure in that blueprint, it'll tell you where they have their, unfortunately, they probably don't have it this year because of the coronavirus.
Right.
I went last August.
Okay.
And it was at a beautiful place. It was out Del Mar, California at the racetrack. It was really nice.
Very cool. Very cool. Okay. Awesome. Keon, you've been super quiet, man.
Just been working on stuff. I know Ricardo's trying to get on here, but he's having trouble.
He's having trouble. Yeah. I'm just gonna I think I'm gonna remove the registration, screw the registration. People can just click on the Zoom link and join direct. So we don't have this issue anymore. But you've been running your Facebook group. Keon, tell us what have you learned from running your group?
You need to have really good engagement. So I actually learned from somebody else who specifically does Facebook groups, and they're still really good for monetization. But you have to really focus. Christy's in the background trying not to beat chicken too loudly. So if you hear that, sorry. Yeah, you have to really provide a lot of value to people. Sometimes it's like, here's a tip. Sometimes it's a question. Sometimes it's, it's kind of the same stuff you do with organic audiences. I feel as though whether it's a big group or a small group kind of depends. I mean, if you're targeting a broad audience, then you're going to have a lot of lurkers who don't engage a whole lot. But when you put out something that's very valuable, they'll probably buy it. So for example, I'm a person who's a lurker. So I don't comment on almost anything Tim does, but I see it. And here I am, right? I'm on the Zoom call. And I know, from what Mark's offering, I would be interested in the business credit stuff, it's something that I've looked into. It can be difficult. It can be really confusing, figuring out all the revolving credit suppliers and the D&B credit report and all that stuff. And, so a place where I know for that, a Facebook group for that would be pretty effective. Probably more effective than an organic audience, just because people can interact with each other. They can always go to the units, certain things in the Facebook units. You can have videos or posts that people can always reference. And they can always do your lives that way too. But anything that's community-based can do really well with a group. If it's just you promoting, it's a little bit harder because you're generally the person who is providing all the content. And that doesn't really do well for groups, I think.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm part of Dan Kennedy's No BS group, and it's very interactive where people are posting, hey, here's my newest sales, here's my newest campaign, or here's what I need an answer on this. And so it's very interactive. So the group supports each other. So that's a good way to have a group where it's very interactive. People will post a checklist or an example of their letter or whatever, and then it's in the library for the group. So in a group, you got files. So you can actually build a user file base. For marketing, that's a great idea, and almost like doing a contest, right? Who
who has the best marketing piece this month or whatever. And so now people posting their marketing pieces. Yeah. I like that. I'm going to have to, I've been resisting starting a Facebook group is because, in my mind, I'm thinking, oh man, I have something else to manage and then have to try to get that engaging and, get that going.
No, that's not the way you do it. The way you think about it is, how is this going to be exciting for you? Set it up so you would be excited about what you're going to do for the group and what you expect.
Right.
Set it up that way.
That's awesome. Awesome. All right. So, well, we are at 6 minutes past 1, so we're going to be wrapping this up here. Why don't we do a shout out, each one of you guys? Where do people find you guys? Where you want to send people to find you? What you do, what you offer, where you want? Where do people find you?
richardroop.com. That leads to everywhere. The utopia of Roop.
Nice. I like the shameless plugs here. Really just find me on Facebook. I do Facebook chatbots and SEO for real estate and other industries as well. So that's primarily what I'm doing.
Okay. Yeah, for me, probably my Facebook group, but right now I'll give you guys the website, because everything that's going to tie to everything like how Richard has it. Businesscreditinfusion.com.
Businesscreditinfusion.com. Awesome. All right. Well, thanks everybody for being on this this mini mastermind. Thanks everybody for watching on Facebook Live, on YouTube Live. In case you want to know how to stream yours. Yes.
Where does everybody find you?
You find me right here on Facebook. Make sure you're a friend of mine. And if you have a coaching business, definitely let me know. I'm looking for specifically for people who either have a coaching business or want to start a coaching business. So let me know. All right, everybody.
Thank you.
Thanks. See you later,
All right,
alligators.
Good to see you.
Good seeing you guys. Bye.